already is Saturday. Already. Wanted to do more on the Friday, but yeah, sadly cannot more. Thank you for the follow. Thank you both kindly. you for the follow. Thank you kindly. Hey Fuji. Hello. How goes? Yeah, I don't feel so well. Annoyingly. Tail end of, near the end of the stream, I was feeling a bit iffy. And then, as the night went on, well, I had to lay down. I'll rest eventually. If I get any worse, I'll go lay down. It's probably just a cold or something. But mine always affect my head, which is annoying. You know how some people get like either a snivelly thing or a chesty cough, or maybe they just feel cold over the body. And thank you for the follow. Thank you. Mine just goes straight to my head, so it ends up feeling like tension on the head, but without the headache yet. Oh, thank you for the bit. Thank you kindly. This is very generous of you. Thank you. More. As always, it gets to like I've been waiting for stuff to do finally, and then I can't do them because then I end up getting ill. I swear, it always makes me get ill when I want to do a load of stuff. Yeah. Michelle. Do a board name spelling for fast. F. A. 0. That spells fast 4,000. Yeah, the tail end of yesterday was like stream ended, and then I do my usual of grabbing the VOD and stuff and uploading and saying hello to people. Played or tried to play Blue Protocol for a bit, and then I was just like, I don't know, I just really wanted to lay down, so I laid down. And then it was like, I don't know what time I laid down, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't too late. And then maybe I dozed off for a bit, but when I woke back up it was like 2:30 in the morning, and I was like, I'm just gonna go to bed. Thank you for the follow. Thank you kindly. Thank you for the follow. Thank you kindly. Great. Noisy things. I do want to check something though, so hang on. Oh, it's the stupid hairdryer. That's that's a lot to read there. People will be mad. Am I okay? For the most part, yeah. Why? Then I probably am not. Clearly I must have abundance of energy. Abundance. More. It was very strange though, how out of every morning I woke up with like more energy one morning, and it was near the tail end of the week. Work week, at least. So, very strange. I probably should have clocked on at that point. More. It's that typical feeling when you know you don't feel quite right. You know when your nose feels like it's breathing fire. And then your mind just feels tense. Like it's being clamped, but it's not quite a headache yet, or anything. But you feel that it's tight. And then your throat just feels like gunky. Mine are usually fevers. It's the quickest way to get me well again. Because, you know, sweating out the bad stuff, it is good. My head's only slightly warm, so it's not crazy yet. It's all good. I always got baffled in animes when, you know, they'd get either a simple cold or a fever, and they're like bedridden, like they can't even move, and I'm just like, I've had colds and fevers before and they don't make it where I'm like unable to move. I always found it confusing. The only time I had it where I was bedridden and I couldn't move was when my pancreas was like vibrating like a timed explosive waiting to go off. Except that was excruciatingly painful. We didn't know what it was initially. You know, I was just not feeling well, and then I couldn't. Moving hurt, but like I was sweating like mad. You know those cool pads that are like freezing cold, that are meant to last apparently 5 hours, it said on the packet. They lasted me about 15 minutes. I was literally burning through them. Hello, Jay. Welcome in. Yeah, those pads were lasting me like 15 minutes, and they had to be changed. Well, every 15. Eventually they got the doctor to do a home visit, and then they were like, yeah, he should be in the hospital already. And I was, well, I didn't want to because I don't like the hospital. But they did state if it gets any worse that I get taken regardless. Because obviously if your pancreas explodes, yeah, that ain't good. But luckily, it calmed down and it's been fine since. People need to chill when they think things are gonna explode. I believed in my body, and I didn't move an inch, which was very uncomfortable. But yeah, anything that surprised me with those pads, I was like, lies, they don't last for 5 hours. And it's like, no, they're supposed to last a long while, not the short time that I had. Lord knows what my temperature must have been to make them go by that quickly. My body was on high alert. To be fair, I've had quite a few with my body. I've had that happen to my body. I have the heart murmur thingy. I've been like not like fully ran over, but I've been like grazed, ran over. And then yeah, the thing when I was a baby, but I can't remember the baby one, so I'm not really gonna count it. Well, I'll semi-count it for my nan, because yeah, my nan ended up being more protective over me, because she lost one of her sons through an accident, so, you know, when she heard that me got potentially ran over, that obviously flared up some memories, and since that point my nan was always looked after me. I mean, nans do anyway, but yeah, she didn't mind that I was quiet either. If any of my family tried to be like, stop being so quiet, my nan was always like, leave him alone. He's fine as he is. He's just a quiet boy. He's lovely. Leave him alone. My nan got me. Deep breathing, you say. Aye. It's gonna make my mouth dry. Still makes my head light regardless. It tingles my head. Not in the good way of tingles, it just feels like pins and needles. Every time. Thank you for the head pats as well. Yeah, my nan was good. She got a bit dozy in her old age, but that's expected, kind of, I feel. Because in your super old age, where you might be coming close to your end of days kind of thing, I feel like some part of you kind of reverts back to the old you, somewhat. Which, if that's the case, that's fantastic, because I know exactly how I am, or how I was when I was a young one. But if it's gonna be mixed in with the current me, I hope my old me wins over. Blame all the dust. There was an immense amount of dust. And I'm allergic to dust. So I blame dust. It was thick dust. As in like dust that was black because it was so thick. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, you don't want to touch that with your bare hand. It feels... Bleh. It's not great. Okie dokie feedy. Understood. So much dust you thought maybe mold? Ugh. Yeah, on some of ours there was like bird crap on it. So I was definitely wearing my gloves for that one. You know, just typical filthy stuff. I love when I'm given old stock. But yeah, thick dust is not great, and I feel like they should really give us face masks when we have those, because that's not good stuff to breathe in. I end up getting like a dustpan and brush and brushing off the thick layer. Terrible. And ridiculous that we even keep stock that old. Like, I don't even think it's going to be useful when we send it out anymore. You might as well just bin it. But no, the customer is like, well, you keep this. Why? It's stuff from over a decade ago. I'm going to have a drink. Still don't know what I'm gonna play. There's so many games. Maybe Eyes On? Maybe Eyes On. It looks kinda cool. And I get the feeling it might be a shortish game. Let's look. Because every game doesn't have to be a horror. How old is this game? How old is this game? How long is this game? I love how I put the game name and it doesn't even know what the game is. The days where I have to look elsewhere. I can't find how long it is. Which is very annoying. Might help if I could spell. I just realised it was a spelling mistake. Amazing. It doesn't say. It doesn't know what the game is. This is so funny. I can't find it. I love like enjoying niche games because it can't find it. Yeah. It doesn't know what I'm talking about. Amazing. Oh, wait, it has a full stop. I wonder if the full stop makes a difference. Nope. Yay for niche games. Okay, we don't know how long it will be. Oh well. That's fine. we'll wing it. From what I've understood, about the game, it's got like high grade voice acting, good music, and it seems pretty good story wise. Just the combat and stuff can be a bit clunky, which is fine with me. As long as it's not frustrating, then clunky can be fine. Or maybe, considering I'm getting the thingy-mabobby I was waiting for, maybe I can start Kimono Tea Time, which apparently is sad. Noisy vehicles. Maybe go into a higher gear if you're having to have such high revs, Jesus. That way you don't have to sound so noisy. Feedy, what did you get for breakfast? What tastiness do you have? Avocado toast with cheese and milk coffee. Milk coffee. For some reason I just end up thinking like a glass of milk with like a hint of coffee in the I fancy some milk, actually. I should have asked for some full milk. I'm trying to stay away from sugar, because I keep eating too many things with sugar. But I need like something to snack on. The English word is a latte? Oh, I've not had a latte. Cafe con lick? Lick. I'll go lick. Lickchi. 50-50. I see. So that's what those are meant to be. Stretch. Yeah, zoom. That waxed. What does cause the zoom out anyway? Wonder if something on VTube. Hello, Red. A taste that you haven't tasted in almost 3 weeks. Thank you for the follow. Thank you kindly. I could do the same, Red. I could be like, coffee, the taste that I've never tasted. Whoa. Tomorrow you get to taste it again. How come you haven't bothered with it in the past 3 weeks? And why specifically tomorrow? You didn't know that emote? Isn't it thingy? Umaru? Yeah. Oh, right. Caffeine and being ill. Yes. I see. Yes, staying away while you let your body fight for you. A wise idea. Umaru. I remember that girl popping up a lot, but I never watched the anime, so I don't know what it's about. It seemed kind of like slice of life. Mocha? I've heard of mochas before. What is in a mocha? It's a girl that lives with her brother. She's like really... She is like really and such at school, but a gremlin back home. Smart, a very smart lass, but basically lazy. Yes, the gap moe, I guess, is what that one goes for. You ate a word. You ate a word with your latte. Hope it was tasty. Yeah, perfect at school, so they think she's like amazing. But if they saw her at home, they wouldn't believe it probably. Chocolate flavoured coffee with milk. Hey Pam. I see. Wow, 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 wow. Hello, hello. You were streaming yesterday, but by the time I went to join, like after I finished streaming, you ended. So I was like, I missed it. You are so dead. That'll be me later. Dead from travel? Because I know travelling can be tiring. Oh yeah, travelling can be tiring. I haven't done travelling in so long. That's gonna be fun whenever I go to do it. Going up tomorrow. On a Sunday? Who does things on a Sunday? A long drive. I see, I see. Yeah, that would be knackering then. That's not just simply travelling, that's... you're on a journey. Oh, that's a long drive. Things appear in the corner of my screens, but it might be on the other screens. By the time I notice it, I go to look over and it's bloody disappeared. Why they think people can look at something in the space of 3 seconds, I don't know. Yes. It was very odd actually yesterday, because amazingly I seem to have, like, the channels it kept raiding me to, because I ended up just leaving things on because of dozing off. Surprisingly it stuck with like British VTubers, so it's just like, it was quite funny. I've become a sir. Oh, it's a bumpy weekend. Because I'm probably going to have a fever later. I haven't been feeling too good, and I'm steadily getting warmer and warmer. I blame work. The only time I keep getting ill was work. Long before I started work, I never got ill. So I blame work. Baha. But yeah, not so good today. Might not stream for as long. Yes, keep my liquids up. I shall. I've only got a tiny bit left though, so I'll have to refill soon. Thank you for the ether charge. This is where I just need a model of flat on the ground. Don't have to worry. I just lay down. Oh, my body's always fun when I get ill. It does better than I do. It goes like massive ass long conquests of battles. Goes through my body and it's like, charge, we must defeat the things. But then sometimes they need help. So if I end up having to take meds, I view it as I'm sending in reinforcements. It's funny actually. It's probably when I should be resting the most, but it's probably when my mind is the most active. I'm simulating all the fights throughout the body. For no reason. Just something I've always done. I best stay active anyway. That's not the kind of active I want. Wait, where are you? There you are. Cables. As much as I'd love to use my wireless headphones, I know it has latency on it when it comes to these sorts of things, so no. I'm good. Clicky. Come here, you. It's gonna go, yep. Always. I remember when Grand Blue Fantasy Relink came out. Been waiting ages for the game. And then when it did come out, there wasn't a whole load of hustle and bustle about it. I saw some, but nothing crazy, which is a bit of a shame. Because they ended up adding absolutely crazy ass boss fights. It was really cool. There is a big grind though, so maybe that's what puts people off. And by grind I mean like MMO style grind, like it's gonna take you weeks, unless they've changed it since, but it took weeks at the time to like get the bits you needed for your gear to be able to output enough damage to beat the boss. So, but it's a good game. I really like it. Many different characters for different playstyles. I stuck with Charlotte, because one, she's small, but also I like how sort of instant and bouncy she is to getting towards her targets. She's cool. If all they eat is a ship biscuit. What? Oh. Yeah. I'd like to think my defenders have better than just some biscuits. I just want some noodles. Some chicken noodles. That'll do me. I should have asked for some. Oh well. Yeah, a weapon or a shield. Nice big, round, hard biscuit. That's just like, you know, the kind where you try to bite into the bloody thing and it doesn't want to, like, come apart. Like, what the hell's with this biscuit? So, the way to get around those is to dunk it in some tea or something. Have it soften up a bit and take a bite, and it kind of helps it. A soup with a biscuit? I'm thinking of like a... I suppose so, but that still would be strange. If I'm gonna have a soup, I'd rather have some nice bread or something. Something nice. Where maybe the doughy part is soft, but the outside of it is crispy. So when you dunk it, it kind of just holds together, and the bread part just absorbs the flavour of the soup. And then you bite into it, and it's like a These flipping sounds I'm making. It's typical as well, because it's just when Blue Protocol comes out, and I've been waiting to play it. And I get ill, so I can't. Because I can't sit at my desk for ages. Dog biscuit, that is true. Hard tack. I don't think I've heard of hard tack before. I've heard of dog biscuit before though. You know, being used as a name for ship biscuits. Oh, I can't wait with this. It's blah 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 blah. Yeah. Have something. I should get one of those pads and slap it on my forehead. Hey, Jarko. Yeah. I'm okay. Not feeling too well, but I'm okay. No problem. How are you doing? I don't know why. Like, even when I do feel a bit not grand, I don't feel like I should. I feel like I shouldn't not stream just because of it. Keep up my consistency. I want to talk about ship biscuit. Meh. Mashed potatoes, chicken wings. There's not much meat on the chicken wings, by the way. Mashed potato had fly wings mixed in somehow, and on wings there were fried spiders on it, and so on. So I asked her, why is that on, and complained, and that I'm not eat it anymore. Got yelled at why you're such a picky eater. What the hell? Yeah, I'm not gonna touch something that has, well, that in mashed potato. Ugh. What the hell? Understandable that you feel meh. Hello, Reich. Hello. I am... I am ill. I'm not so good. But other than not feeling well, I'm okay. No crazy things like sticking fly wings and spiders in. Ugh, what the hell? Thank you. I always tend to get ill after everybody else has gotten ill. Never during, after. So I get like a big heads up of when I'm getting ill. Everyone getting ill, and then I'm like... And I do my best to like not go near people, to like keep my gloves on and not touch anything without it. Keep clean. It never makes a difference. You had food? Oh. Oh, don't worry. I don't. Some people eat with their eyes. I don't, luckily. Literally, my favourite meal is a heap of mess. Because the way I make enchiladas is, it just looks like a pile of mess. Okie dokie. So yeah, I don't mind food looking bonkers. I see peppers and yellow things. I don't know what the yellow things are. Wait, is that a pepper? Are those peppers? Are those peppers? Ah, stuffed bell peppers. Okay. A lot of people do like stuffing things in bell peppers. I'll always give anything a try though, because you never know when whatever the filling someone's used can change the rest of the thing. Because I don't like bell peppers. Well, I don't like any peppers, to be fair. But if you add it with something else, then potentially it can change the whole thing. So I'll always try things. Oh, the yellow is potatoes. Those were potatoes? Not liking bell peppers is blasphemy. I don't like peppers, so sue me. I like very simple foods. I don't need anything crazy. That's why I like things like spaghetti bolognese and chicken tikka and katsu curry and enchiladas. Like, they're all very simple meals. Would I be interested in stuffed bitter melon soup? Stuffed bitter melon soup. But yes, it looks interesting. I would give it a go. Thank you for showing, Rack, and do enjoy. Do enjoy. And I've never heard of that red. I'm not too big on melon. I can eat melon, but I'm not too big on melon. And the stuffed, what's it stuffed with? Stuffed bitter melon soup. What? It confuses me. But yeah, a lot of my meals are very basic that I like. You know, chicken pasta and bacon. That's nice, and carbonara can be nice. What else? Those other foods, I just can't remember them. Oh yeah, chicken filled with like a cheesy thingy. And then just have some simple veg with it, like green beans, carrots. What else? New potatoes. Oh, and a Sunday roast is nice as well. Oof. Like the roast potatoes being done nicely and stodgy. Stodgy Yorkshire puddings. Stuff like that. Spaghetti is most overrated form of pasta. I mean, it's just something I eat. It's not really overrated when it's just something I like. Besides, I know I mentioned spaghetti bolognese, but that's like few and blue moons that I have that. I'm more likely to have the other pasta. It's a pen pasta, is my usual, with like the seashell one and a few others. Those are my usual. And I weekend work. Take care, Jocko. Minced pork stuffed in the bitter melon. It has melon in the name, but aren't really melon. I see. Maybe. I have to be in the mood for pork. I like having crackling if I'm gonna have pork, usually. Hey Toby. Hello. I be not so well, Toby. Ill, one might say. But other than the illness, I'm good. How are you doing? Yeah. Hopefully. Usually when I get ill it tends to take a while for it to disappear. Which is annoying. But I had to, literally, every other bloody week that's been normal. Fine. The week I'm excited to, like, play something I've been waiting on, and I get ill. Of course I do. Could at least say hi. Hi! Sorry you couldn't get much sleep. Anything been... I'll ask you later. Plus if you're up, you're up. I think most people usually are. Unless it's the weekend for me, like if I've woken up early enough I will just go back to sleep. Because I can't be asked to get up at like early hours of the morning. Because it just means I'll be tired at the end of the day. Yesterday it was a small centipede on your bed, and today we have a tiny baby spider. Is it really titchy? And some friends show for VR chat. Is it like the desktop version of VR chat, or do you actually have a headset? Yeah. Because I think people usually think with VR chat they need to have a headset. It's like, no, you don't always need one. Desktop works perfectly fine. And people don't mind you using desktop. Half the time they might not kind of notice, but it even did a small jump. Bless. The only spiders I usually see, there have been some big ones. But like half the time there's like money spiders, we like to call them. They're meant to be very small and be good fortune, apparently. Hence, money spider. And a lot of the time they would come out of my hair, of all places. When they'd finally get brave enough to go beyond my hair, and they just sail down in front of my face, and I'm like, oi, off. Been a while though. Still felt a bit awkward because of being new to it, plus desktop, but that might just be me getting in my own head. I think it would be you getting in your own head, yes. Anything's gonna feel awkward when you're new to it. Like, am I doing this, that right, or is this not right because of that? So, don't mind it. People like to meet on VR chat and do stuff and hang out and that, and generally that's what people look. Not everybody, obviously, but that's what a good portion like to look for. And then, like, if it ends up becoming like more and more of a thing, then it can end up leading to like VR chat. So, you know what I mean, like actual VR, because it costs. So, I think it's fair that eventually if it becomes that much a part of your life that it makes sense you'd start spending a bit more to go into it, kind of thing. I'm still bad with those things. I tried it a few times, but I'm so bad at new people. I sort of just joined random places and then, I don't know, just hid away in a corner somewhere. However, I was not in my desktop mode. I have like partial VR, so like I can move my arms and my head and stuff. Just not my legs. Used to run around for 2 to 3 hours just to find someone to talk to. I'm the kind to just stay silent, even if I was spoken to. But people then understand it, like, immediately, if you end up not really responding. So they're like, oh, okay, well, if you feel blah blah blah, then, you know, just engage, basically. Yeah, there's some nice places. It's my only weekend, damn it. Reviews. Hi, new person. Ah. Yes. Okay. And yeah, it will be a shorter stream today, for obvious reasons. I had my bath though, had my usual, I had lunch, and I was gonna say something else and I can't remember. It's progressed over time, because something fell off like on the days prior, and then after stream yesterday is when it became more notably like I'm just not feeling like good, and ended up laying down for most of my evening into the early morning. and now it feels worse, so yay. Love spending my only free time I have having to rest. Great. Where's all the air cappies? And I finished Silent Hill yesterday. The first playthrough, at least. I'm not gonna do the other playthroughs, but like, I have to at least state that I finished the first one. The ending was, so that I don't ruin spoilers for others, but the ending was, I don't know. I get it. Hey Sal. Welcome in. Honestly, it was hopping through so many different things at the end very quickly that I don't know if that's when I started not feeling great, but like my head just started hurting and I was just like, it felt like there were some gaps somewhere. It's all good. I'll try and go through, like I want to go through like all my videos and try and make like a supercut version of things. So just kind of taking the good parts, or any parts where it seems interesting, and plonking it all in one video, which, considering how long I can take in some games, it's still gonna be a long video. Because it would help then, because then people don't have to watch through the VODs, but I need to do it on a day where I'm free, which at the moment would be wait, you want the trigger word to be rain stick. Okay. Yeah. Sunday would be my only day then if I'm gonna choose to edit. And I haven't really been keeping all of my videos when I download them from Twitch. But they are immediately uploaded to YouTube, and I can download them from YouTube. But they're a bit different, I think. But that's okay. It means I can still use them to edit. I just need to find proper editing software, because the one I've been using to make things isn't good for videos per se, more of audio stuff. Because it can't even have the stuff go at 60 FPS, so yeah, I'm gonna have to find proper software. I can't use Adobe because it's a monthly payment. I remember the days when it wasn't, but yeah, I'll have to go away from Adobe, even though I know how to use Adobe. That was where all my training came from. But yes. Rain stick. Rain stick. Rain stick. Adobe. It's quite a bit per month, or like every year it's quite a bit, and I'm just like, I don't want to pay a monthly thing. I just want to have it. But those days might not exist anymore, so. Rain stick. 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 Good old rain stick. Oh, come on, open. What's it even typing on? Oh, I hate this thing sometimes. Can't spell, but it doesn't matter. So, to have Adobe Premiere, it is 22 quid a month. So that would be at least like 440 something pounds a year. I don't really have like a whole extra amount of money to spare for things like this, so I'm gonna have to just look elsewhere. I wonder how, if Vegas Pro still exists. Because I have some degree of, I learned how to use that one as well. Or have they gone with, oh, I see plans. Oh, they have a lifetime. They have one-time payments. I'm in hope. I mean, it costs. It absolutely costs, but it's a one-time payment. Solved. Guess I'll be looking at maybe getting Vegas Pro then. It was a bit different from Premiere Pro, but I figured how to do it. Be cool for paying for a month for Adobe so you can make the vid. Yeah, but it's gonna be something I'm continually going to do, so it's not just gonna be for a month. Plus, Vegas Pro is a lifetime subscription, not a subscription, a lifetime, like you pay once and you get it for a lifetime. And it only costs like 200 and something dollars, which would be like 100 and something quid in my money. That's already less than Adobe Premiere. So that helps. Although I don't know what the difference between Pro 23 and Pro Suite is. Pro Hubstarter, oh, it's the other programs, okay. Yeah, so it'd be the other apps that they like to use in conjunction with it all. A video and audio production thingy, which could be helpful to have things for audio. Don't know what they are, but, you know. Usage limits. You have usage lewd. You'd have usage limits? What does that mean? Text to speech. What, you're only allowed to have text to speech for a certain amount of characters? Yeah. They try and make you go for the biggest one. So they have a starter pack which gives you barely anything. And then they've got just the normal Pro, which is like a limited amount of characters. For text to speech, I don't know why that's there. Then speech to text. I wonder what it means by usage limits. Oh, yeah, there you go. So the pointless stuff in there is where they have like a sort of service thing. Which, to be fair, I'm not going to need text to speech or speech to text because I speak, so... And cloud storage is pointless because I get plenty elsewhere. The stock footage, I have no idea what that is. Maybe. I think it's to do with the other stuff. Like the sound stuff. Wait, how does this work? Please note that the quotas are provided on a monthly basis, e.g. speech to text, 24 hours per year, so you get 2 hours per month. What? So it says 24 hours, but you're only getting 2 hours a month. It sounds like cellular stuff. Like, oh, you get so and so amount of texts and stuff per month. Like, oh, I know everyone near enough gives unlimited data now. 4 minutes a day. Yeah, pretty much. So basically, if you're gonna do probably like maybe a few shorts every week, then perhaps it has that. But again, I'm not interested in that. I'm just interested in having a video editing software that isn't gonna time out for me. So that's fine. And I've used it before in the past, so I wonder how much it's changed, but I'll have to save up for that a bit. Yeah, I'll have to save up a bit. Yeah, if you were to do a subscription model on it, it's like 20 bucks a month. I like that this works in the American thingies. And you can upgrade. That's funny. Why can you upgrade? Strange. God, it's been a long time since I've looked at this stuff. Looks like it's changed a bit over the years. Yeah, knowing your keyboard shortcuts is important. Helps with editing so much. Because at the moment I've just been using Audacity, which again is for audio, but like whenever you put any kind of effects over it when you go to edit, it just crashes every time and you have to reopen it and go and do it. It's really annoying. In the past, like way in the past, I used to use Adobe CS3. Nah, I used to do things before I started streaming. I used to do the main thing I learned was Premiere Pro with CS3 when it wasn't subscription based, and I did dabble in Vegas Pro a little bit as well, which was kind of similar but had some differences with how it did things. But yeah, for like example, the videos I'm making now, where it's just basically the sound stuff, is mainly just I'm recording with Audacity, and then I'm just using bloody Microsoft like clip thingy-mabobbies for now, but it all has its own limitations. So yeah, but I noticed that when I tried to do videos in Microsoft clip thingies, it can only render them out at 30 FPS, which for games was terrible because I was playing at 60, so I was like, no. So yeah, I'll save up. More things to save up on, but I'll save up. And I'll get Vegas Pro. And then more content can be made. Yay. I mean, I can just get one again. It's probably Keith. Sounds like something Keith would say. But like, considering when we're streaming, I'm usually looking at you all anyway, for the most part. So I don't think it's that strange in a video that I'd be staring. rain sticks. That was the rain stick. And hey Ishmael. Hello. I hope you had a good rest. Understandable, Toby. It's funny because when I see that it's like 10 something, I tend to stay in bed a bit longer, even though I could get up. But I'm like 11 somethings, like when I'm like, I should get out of bed. And then it hits 11 something, and I'm just like, I still want to stay in bed. Always grand to hang out, Ishmael. It is warm though, so I'm gonna put my fan on. But I think that's just me being warm. It's not actually warm. The bed be way too comfy sometimes, yes. And the bed also can go the opposite way, and your springs can start poking you in your chest, and you're like, grrr. Hop, 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 hop. Savaganda. Ba 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 ba. Hop, 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 hop. Hop, 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 hop. I'm getting the urge to play things raw. maybe have a good rest. I hope you end up feeling more refreshed after your sleep and nap thing. Yes. Oh, doubt I'll be lasting much longer, to be fair. Did I create my character? You wanna play Battlefield 6, but your tummy hurts. Why is your tummy hurting? What is causing your stomach to churn? I did create my character. That's about all I did. And then I did wander. Last night I did end up trying to play, much to my dismay of wanting to lay down. Oh dear, the stomach. Be strange. Because if it's not food, then just drink lots. And hope that it doesn't aggravate it more. Apparently the multiplayer of Battlefield is great. The campaign, however, is very it has good moments in it, but yeah, it's lacking a bit of polish. Like and it's short, that makes it even worse. That means they just kind of whacked it on. There's a segment where someone was walking down a very long section. None of the enemies were intervening, and then it was like, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be fighting here. And then they got to the end of it, and then it complained saying, like, you're leaving the battlefield, so get back in combat, kind of thing. But you get back in the zone, and then you look around where you've come out from, and it's literally just like, it's a giant box room, and there's like just nothing there. There's no rubble, there's no texture, no nothing. It's just a big box room, and it's like, oh dear. So I think their campaign was kind of not focused on, because they know the majority are gonna play the multiplayer, which is fine, but you still should have, like, I don't know, made it seem like you put some effort into the campaign. Weirdly though, like, even though I was like, whoa, for wanting to play the multiplayer, I don't know, I kept watching enough of it that it gave me that feeling that I usually get in multiplayer games, where I'm just like, nothing's really happening, I'm just kind of shooting things and that's it. Like, what am I actually getting out of this? So I'm just gonna go with not for me. Not for me. I don't mind watching people play it, but not for me. Because I like having a form of progression of working towards something to, you know, make it seem like I've done something or improved. And I forget that multiplayer shooters don't usually do that. It's just about doing either the objective or just pew-pewing a lot of things and having fun with destruction and stuff. At least in Battlefield's case, with destruction. So, I'll be okay. Oh, that was a stretch. Mama. It's like horror games. I don't play them because I like to be scared or anything. I just generally usually enjoy them because they offer a mystery in there and you kind of gotta solve it of what's going on. And when everything's like, and especially if you're throwing around your own ideas of what it could be, I like those sort of things. Gets you thinking. However, I will say, eventually I will play Stranger of Paradise. I will play that just because it's funny. Because the whole point of the main character is that he doesn't give a damn about anything. And yeah, he really doesn't give a damn about anything. It's just funny how he goes about it. I always did think about the oh, what was it? What was it called? Oh, just its name to go out my head. Hang on. The Evil Within. That was meant to be a pretty good, like, horror game. Like, the first one, I think, was very, like, in the vein of the old Resident Evil games, kind of thing. I think, if I remember correctly. The second one went a bit more open and different tactics, I guess. But I never played it. It seems interesting. So there's that. I feel like I've got like a bit of energy, but I'll probably go for like another 23 minutes or so and then stop there, because I know how my body will go. It seems fine. It gradually works its way up. I get some energy, probably to compensate, and then I go downhill again, because I just carry on. But I might do this in the sense of, I don't know, I will figure something. I was like, oh, I can still try and do things this weekend, and then, you know, when I'm not feeling great, just feel that way at work. Who cares if I can't do my work properly? I care more about my own things than worrying about what work wants me to do. Priorities. I'll just have to give my most minimal effort at work. But the problem is I stream after work, so that I don't think that's really gonna work. I swear every time I've glanced at the time, it says 39 minutes past, and I'm like, it was 39 minutes past a second ago. How is it still 39 minutes? And I'm guessing I must have looked. Oh! What do you get? The mini thigh slap. Why are you there? Fuji's wanting me to beat myself up. You ended up getting the mini thigh slap. There was a couple that was already there for the expensive stuff, and the rest were like newer things. I still need to add other new things. If you want to trade it for something else, you can, as that is on the normal menus. I just didn't have enough secret things to add on to that thing, so I added a few of the others. Reroll. I'll laugh if it does the same thing. I think I can spin it again. I just need to go into my things to get to the segment where I spin it. Where is it? This thing. That thing. Or was it this one? See, where is this thing? Where is this thing? Does this work if I do it? Jesus Christ, that's so loud. Alright, it's loud for me. Glows! God, did I add more? Keep going. Spin! Oh, I have to wait until it disappears. I forgot water globes were even on there. Wow, double globes. You really like water globes. if it's going to go by how many times I clicked it. This is a bad day. Random kisses show up. Is it gonna go again? Oh, thank God for that. It doesn't remember when I spam clicked. The globes. Okie dokie. There were the globes. Oh, right. And thank you for continuing your gift sub. Or just your sub in general, I guess. Thank you for continuing it. I must add your name. Where is my thing? There is my thing. 4G. Whoosh. Oh, I kept that up. That needs to disappear. Come here. Well, actually, where would you like to go? I usually plonk people on my tail, but where would you like to be plonked? Go anywhere you like. Tail is good. Okay. There we go. Make sure you get cushiony. Cushiony, yeah. Quick. Thank you. Where am I going? What am I doing? I am looking for these things and getting that thing. There you go. Yeah, I just need to think of more. I need to grab some particular items and whack them on that list so that there's not so many of the things from the normal menu. I just had to kind of fit it out a bit. There was a goal thing there. Okay. Hello, Hog. Thank you for the follow. kindly. Hope you have a wonderful day too, Hug. Still, I wish with when you go to resub to someone, if you were gifted a sub, I kind of wish you were able to just sub and not have it go, you decided to continue on whoever's sub, and it's like, or I don't know, its wording bugs me. It's like, no, I've decided to carry on my sub. But, semantics, I guess. Hey, Hug. It won't be much of a long one today. I was not feeling too good. The days when people ask for heartbeats. It's so good. I always get ill after everyone's been ill. Don't know why it's after the fact they've been ill, but you know, whatever. Heartbeats, eh? I still need to make a command for this. Ugh. follow, Axel. Thank you kindly. Yeah, those were the heartbeats. Hello, Zeno. Welcome in. Lantern. I'm pretty sure my heart was a bit quicker than usual, which makes sense. Oh yes, and thank you for the like gigantify thingy hug. Do a whisper name for Lantern. Did I read it? I'm pretty sure I did. Yes, I did read it. I read it when I was doing the heartbeats. I'm glad that, you know, you like it here. And for the most part I do look after myself. I just like to stay into my routines if I can. I appreciate it, so thank you. Lantern, chomper. 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 Brr. Lantern, chomper. Lantern, chomper. What's with the baka anyway? Inner gremlin. I know there's quite a few that embrace their gremlin. It's fun when they do that, to be fair. I have no idea. I don't even know what a gremlin is supposed to be, other than the thing of don't put water on them, but that's about it. Or was it sunlight? I forget, it's been so long. It's either water or sunlight. I think it was water. No, damn. Here in the Rally. My city side, anyway, throws people off too much. Tickles probably wouldn't work, to be fair. It's been a long while, but people used to do that a lot when I was growing up, to the point where it caused me pain because they were tickling me too much. And then I got past that, and I didn't even react to it anymore. I just sort of let them get on with it. And then they stopped it, because I wasn't giving a reaction anymore. So, yeah, I've been over tickled. Which one is barking? Hard to say. But, like I was stating today anyway, it's a short stream today, because I'm not 100%. So, yeah, I'll probably be raiding out for today. Grab some more drinks, and somewhat lay down. I don't want to do absolutely nothing, but yeah. But given the time, there's not too many people to like raid out to. Thank you, Hug. Well, it'd be great to go to Dreamins. I don't know, one day. One day. I'll figure it out. Go now. Why one day? Force a habit of wording of, because I'm reluctant to just get on with it. I want to do things. There's some things that make me laugh with things. Where do I send people anyway? I am not a hard worker. I have my moments of being hardworking, but there's plenty that do more than me. What is that? Like, you look at some of these things that get allowed on the stream, and I'm like, how are these things allowed? And yet, you put more harsher rules onto whatever. Mercy, how do people find where to go? How do people figure this out? What if I don't know where to send people today? What do I do? I can just end. That is true. I can just end. Oof. It sounds like demon. That is demon. Woof. Oh no, I refer to my brother as a demon dog, because he is. Suppose I can just end. Whoa. just end for today then. I'm sure people can find their own way. Hope people are still able to like relax and chill. There's YouTube. That's my Discord. If you're interested. Yeah. Yeah. I just try to always be productive on my weekends, but yeah, I don't. Nobody likes getting ill. Oh well. Right. Okay. Well, take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Keep your liquids up. If your inside feels weird and it's not your usual, then jump on top of it right away and I don't know. Be prepared for illness. I don't know. Right. Yes, thank you all for being here. Thank you for the follows, thank you for the bits. Yeah, I'll see you on Monday for something. I haven't decided what to play yet, but it will be something. So yes, I'll work out my schedule before the Monday anyway, so that will be on my Twitter or my Discord. Well, sorry, not all, and so yes, well, stay safe everybody. Bye bye. Bye bye.